All of you have a gift. To say that you don't have a gift is a denial of a clear biblical teaching. Some of you have more than one gift, but everybody has one. Everybody has one, and we are to use these gifts for the strengthening, encouragement, building up of the body, which leads us to biblical truth number 4. I know what all 7 of them are. I just can't remember what number I put them up in there. We all have different gifts. Now, here, let me tell you why this is important. If you have a gift and recognize it, then you think everybody should have your gift, right? You think it's the only gift that matters. Okay, if this is the way that you found Christ, and everybody's experience with Jesus is judged by your experience with Jesus, Jesus is going to treat you differently because you are different than any other of his children. Okay, you're going to have a different experience. You're going to have a different gifting. No one has all the gifts. We all have different gifts. And no one gift is better than the other gift. Okay? I love to preach, you know that. And of course, I think preaching is the most important thing this church needs to do. We have tech people that I love and encourage, because I know if I'm preaching in the dark with no sound support, it's going to be a lousy sermon. And now they have different gifts than I do. They have different passions than I do. Both of the gifts are significant. Do not ever think that your gift doesn't matter, because it's the whole body that has to hang in. We need a right hand, we need a left hand. We need 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 feet. The whole body's not a foot, the whole body's not a hand. Okay, it takes all the different gifts to make the body work, which leads us to the next spiritual gifting, which is, it's not for you. You're to work together for the greater good of the body. It is the working together of the body. Leads us to the next spiritual truth, which is the body is crippled to the extent that you do not participate. Okay? Some of you say, my gift doesn't matter, it's too small. That's like the pinky saying, I'm not needed. Okay? And I want to tell you something. If your pinky hurts, your whole body stops and focuses nothing on the pinky. If you've ever tried to get in the bed in the night and stump your toe, you know your whole body will stop and see if the toe is okay. Every part of your body, your eyes will fixate on the toe. Your hands will reach for the toe. Your mouth will give words to the toe that the toe cannot say. But if this toe could speak, this is what it would say. It's all the body together. 7, because we do it all for the glory of God. There is something about all of us working together that lets the glory and the beauty of God be known in a way that one person cannot. It was all of our orchestra today. It was all of our choir today that made you see something about God differently in a way that one person alone can't do it. It's when the world sees the church working together and says to itself, that won't work. There's too great a difference, too much ethnic difference, too much socioeconomic difference, too much history difference, too much wrong side of the tracks difference, too much difference for that ever to work. To see it work, that makes people curious about the presence of God. Now, people who stay up late at night and study these things have found a new group of people. Now, you've heard about the nuns, N-O-N-E, nun. The nuns are the group of people who claim no religious faith whatsoever. And when they do a survey, a census, and you put down your religious affiliation, these people check none. It's the fastest growing group in North America. Okay, and so we're all a tizzy about how we reach the nuns. We have discovered a different group of people. They're called the Duns, D-O-N-E, done. These are people who would still claim to be Christian but have no engagement with the local church. They say, we've had it with church, we're tired of the hypocrites, we're tired of this, we're tired of that, and they don't go to church anymore, but they still claim to be Christian. I know it's real hip right now to tell Jesus that I love Jesus, but I don't love the church. Okay? Now, I want to be real honest with you. Jesus called the church his bride. Now, I have some friends, brothers, closer than brothers, that I would die for, and they would die for me. If they call, I'm there, they're there for me. We're that close. As close as I am to these guys, I don't know one of them that I can walk up to and say, brother, I love you, I'm there for you, you know that. Nothing will ever make us separate. I'm always there for you, but I can't stand your wife. Now, how long does that friendship last? And yet, we have people all over America who want to say to Jesus, I love you, Jesus, but I can't stand your wife. People who tell me they love Jesus but don't love the church, I tell them, then you haven't talked to Jesus lately. Because if you talk to Jesus very long, he'll tell you how much he loves the church. Amen. Here's my theory on the dones. I think people leave the church because they're bored. Because we don't ask you to do anything great. We don't challenge you to carry out the Great Commission in ways that you are uniquely gifted to do. You go home thinking they don't need me, or somebody else can do that. And that's our fault.